Hello everybody, my name is Kimberley, and for those who don't know me, I channel the beings of the light, and these are beings from the divine and galactic realms of light. So today we are doing a Patreon channeling of Ascendant Master Yeshua, and I have today on camera Isabel, a participant. Hi Isabel.
Hi.
We also got some questions coming in from other members also. So if those that don't know, that Ascendant Master Yeshua is Jesus, whom you know as Jesus. However, his original teachings are actually based on esoteric knowledge, not religious knowledge that many, unfortunately, religions have used for their own purposes. All right, so I'm going to go into trance now. So when I close my eyes, I'm going to evoke Yeshua within me, and then when I open my eyes, it'll be Yeshua. We'll see you all on the other side. Enjoy. Hello, my dear one. Hello, everybody watching.
Hello.
It is Yeshua coming through. I'm so pleased to be coming forth again in this direct manner. And I'm so thrilled that all of us can come through and bring forth these teachings forward for you, especially with the teachings relating to me and my time on the earth plane. Much has been construed and adopted for different purposes, but I'm here to tell you that it all meant to happen for a reason. Some of you have anger, have frustration in what certain religions have done with my original teachings. I am here to tell you to forgive. I'm here to tell you to let go. Everything that is occurring, that has occurred, was for a reason. You chose to come here to forget your power. You chose to come here knowing that there will be certain forces in your reality, the illusion, the dream. You knew there was going to be forces here to allow you to forget, to disempower you. At the time, I wasn't even aware of what was occurring in higher perspectives in relations to this. But you will know with all that happens in your reality, in all the timelines, there was a higher purpose for it all, and all is perfect, as all is love. Anything but is the illusion. And the stories that you experience, you have always been empowered. Throughout your timelines and periods of time where you've been more disempowered, but this was necessary for the expansion that is occurring right now. All is perfect. Although many of you still fully living in the reality of the dream, still see things as wrong, because you were seeing things from the dualistic nature that is the illusion, that is the dream. But this is not truth. I am here to teach you higher perspectives, ones that transcend the dream and the illusion, to allow you to remember what is really occurring. Your belief systems allows these stories to become real in your reality. Your belief systems are powerful, and you can create your realities within the dream that matches your belief systems. This does not mean it's higher truth. I'm here to show you can break through from any story that you've created in your reality, and the stories that have been created throughout all of your timelines. It is the time now where dualistic notions of separation is being transcended. You know this. It is a time of great awakening. This is why many of us are coming forth in such a direct manner to assist you in this knowledge. You know all this within, but you have forgotten. Great awakening is the great remembering. And we are here to guide you with love. Thank you.
Thank you, Yeshua. So we have some questions for you. The first question is, what were your main modes of being in connection with God's source while you were human?
On the earth plane, when I was human, I already came forth in a higher vibration than many others on the earth plane at the time. And due to my vibration, I was able to tap into oneness. All the abilities that you have within, I was able to utilize. Before I became to my fully enlightened state on earth, when I became one with all that is, through my learnings, through my expansions, I was able, in your terminology, to channel beings, and they assisted me in delivering my teaching. All people throughout all your timelines had this assistance, whether they were conscious of it or not. Due to my enlightenment stages, I was conscious of this. They assisted me. I was connected with all that is, with Source. I was able to tap into and communicate with Source readily. I was able to channel beings of even great healing abilities to assist me on my healings and services to humanity at the time. There was a time when I became one with all that is, and as such, I did not need to evoke or talk with all that is because I knew I was all that is. It was instant connections. I had no notions of separation, that I needed the assistance from other beings because I was all that is. These are the teachings I want to share with you, that you are all that is. But like my journey, and the journey of so many before becoming in the fully enlightened state in your terminology, just like in my time, I'm coming through as an enlightened being to assist you, to allow you to get to those levels, with all my brothers and sisters of the light, to get you all collectively, individually, and then eventually collectively, to a point where you recognize the oneness. You will not need to evoke any being, because you will know that you are one. You will know that you are Source. You are God. You are the microcosm of all that is. If only you knew who you are, how special you are, how glorious you are. Many of you are living such a limited life, but that is okay. You are here. You are here means that you are ready. You are ready to remember. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm reading the Course in Miracles, and one of the passage is, Source created us like a parent births a child, and that child births a child, and creativity always goes outwards. So when you say we are Source, it's because we were birthed from Source, and that is why we're one with Source.
You are Source.
I am Source.
Source projected. If this assists you to conceive this in dualistic notions, I can explain it like this. Source projected all it is in all of the universes, in all of creations, in all beings. You took on a form. You've been many forms throughout your existence as a Source self, as an aspect of Source. We say aspect of Source here, as you are within the human body. But you are but one with all that is. You are microcosms of the universe, of the earth, of Source. There is no separation. You're perceiving yourself as separate because in your physical eyes, you see physical boundaries of beings. This is just the passage in the dream, the reality that you're experiencing at the moment on Earth, that you're experiencing on other planes of existence, experiencing different notions of separation and oneness, or to become self-realized and find your way back to knowing that you are one with all that is. You are expanding. You are, through your journey, you will becoming one with all that is in the knowledge that you are source. You are source in the human body, and the human body only exists within the dream. In truth, there is no bodies. In truth, there is just light. You are all but one. You came to experience this dream, this reality, also to enjoy it. This earth plane has different experiences to give you compared to other worlds, other universes, other dimensions, or just important as the next one. They are all working in unison together for your expansion, for your realization, for your great remembering that you are God, that you are source. And you are remembering.
Thank you. I am, and I'm so excited. You know what it feels like, Yeshua? Because you went through it. But it feels like gum. You know, like, have you ever had like gum stick to your hands? Like a sticky substance? It feels like it's just getting a little looser. It's just dissolving a little bit. So you have like a little bit more movement and freedom. That's what it feels like.
You are becoming
Remembering.
more free.
Yeah.
The journey of enlightenment, the journey of becoming one with all that is a journey of freedom. The constraints, the limitations, the boundaries, the fears, belief systems, the stories that all exist in your illusion, in your dream. By transcending this, you break free of these perceived limitations. You're becoming aligned. You are remembering how powerful you are, how important you are, and that you are love. And in knowing that you are love, you cannot judge another. As you remember that you are love and all that is love and everyone is love, you are seeing past any limitations. You are able to live your life in compassion, if not in love. Being able to forgive anything that you see as wrong. For it is normal in the illusion, in the dream, to dip back and forth. The habit, the consciousness energy throughout all your timelines. With that, you'll tap into this energy and you will forget momentarily and back again into your remembering. But through time, going back and forth, you'll remember more and more, and you will stay in this remembering more and more until you're one with all that is.
Thank you. I know, it's so nice to be connected. So nice. I was just telling all my friends, I said, you know, just connecting with everyone I will never, not that I was alone before, but like, you know, when you don't remember, you feel alone, the separation, but I will never, ever, ever, ever feel alone again, because I can connect with all of you. No matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, you guys are right there.
We are always with you.
And that, yes, always with me. But now I can talk to you and hear you.
As you go through your stages of your evolution, you'll be able to see more through the illusion and communicate with us directly. But you are not communicating to external beings, although we project ourselves as external to assist you in your belief systems and your communications, to allow you to comprehend what is occurring. But in truth, we are within you. All is within you. And this is why many of you judge your abilities, that you are not seeing the apparitions in front of you. You do not need to. For some of you, it helps in your belief systems. It gives you validation. Depending on your purpose here, there are different ways you are experiencing us. The truth is, it all comes from within. We are projections from your own self, projecting like a human projector. We come from within and project in front of you if that aligns to your belief systems. So we are within. We've always been within. And my little friends here behind you, full of radiated
love. Okay, next question is, what are the best practices for staying in alignment with divine purpose at all times?
Can you please repeat your question? The sound was interrupted there on his technology device.
Sure. What are the best practices for staying in alignment with divine purpose at all times?
Well, we have been telling you this. It is just one step at a time. Practice connecting. Often, not daily. Going within. Discovering, remembering, connecting to who you truly are. This can be done in forms of meditation, connecting to Gaia, connecting to other living beings, living forces, which includes humans, animals, flora and fauna, all that has life force. By connecting to anything that has life force, it allows you to connect with the oneness. So many of you have different ways of connecting with all that is. Aligned to your missions here, your interests and passions. Explore, resonate to you. This activity should be done in joy and not a chore. Find what resonates with you. What kind of connection resonates with you? Meditation is the most effective way. However, there are different forms of meditation and different environments where you can do meditation in. Experiment. You will know it resonates with you. You will feel joy about doing it. You will look forward to doing it. You will not see it as a chore. None of these exercises is for your highest good to be done in a state of boredom, in a state of thinking that it's a chore. But if you experience these emotions, that's okay. It is just a fear. It is just a resistance. What are you resisting? Find what ignites your heart. You'll find the practices. Listening. Not hear. Listen. Quiet your mind so you can listen. Listen to the oneness, to the heartbeat of all that is, to all of creation. As you do that, you'll be able to manage the ego, the human conditioning, belief systems and fears that you hold individually and that you experience collectively. This is the journey of the evolution of the human. It is not just about going within and suppressing all those fears, suppressing pain, suppressing all these conditions. It is about transcending them. To transcend them is to have awareness. But going within, you have this awareness. Pay attention to your emotions. It sounds easier enough. But many of you are entrenched in so many stories, so many belief systems, so many fears. It's hard for you to see what is truth and what is not truth. So in that, not knowing what is truth and what is not truth, listen. What is your emotion? What is this belief? This story? How are you experiencing this story? Are you experiencing it in joy? Are you experiencing it in fear? Everything is a derivative of fear and love. Both aspects allow you to expand, to embrace the fear, to transcend it. You must look at it straight in the eye. You can transcend it, not with more stories, but with truth. This is how you evolve. You can transcend any pain. You can. If you feel that you can't, it is just the stories that you have, the conditionings that you have, and the fears that you have. You are capable of transcending all. Go within the heart. Pay attention to your emotion. Is it a love vibration or a fear vibration? If it is a fear vibration, then seek a thought that is in truth. And the thoughts that are in truth are that all is love, all is perfect, there is no separation. This will help you to step out of the emotion while you look at the limiting belief that is there. You do not have to know what caused the limiting belief. Your whole life you have been conditioned to have certain belief systems. Now it is a time of the great unlearning, to come back to truth that is in the heart of all that is, the heartbeat and the truth that all that is. And it can take some time to unlearn what you've been conditioned to all your life, your families, generations. We understand this. That's why it is just one step at a time. There is a limiting belief there that is causing you to have a vibration of fear. You are not aligned to who you truly are. To become more aligned to who you truly are, to God that you are, is to place a love vibration on that thought. Even if you cannot see the full picture, start with compassion. Start with forgiveness if you cannot love. Not just others, but yourself. Love yourself for all the pain that you're experiencing. Love the pain. The pain is showing you something. Be grateful for the pain. Be grateful for the challenges and the knowing there is a higher truth that is occurring. My dear ones, all is happening for your expansion. For many of you are just in the story that things, situations, people can do wrong and cause you harm. These are stories in the dream, in your reality, that is the illusion. You can live in this illusion without knowing higher truth, if that is your wish. But you are here watching this. You are here because you're wanting to remember the higher truth. We are not saying that you are on the side, that you are agreeing with beings who do harm. This is different. We are saying to look at all beings in a non-judgmental way. You may not understand their actions, but look at them with compassion. Because even their actions, there is a higher purpose for their actions. There is a lot that's occurring beyond the veil. You cannot comprehend this, so why judge it? Just know everything is happening in divine purpose. You may not understand it. Situations may make you angry. It is the victimhood mentality. It is part of the dream, part of the illusion. Being a victim, you are seeing yourself as separate. That someone can do you wrong. My children, you go through many challenges because of how advanced you are, don't you see? You want to go through these challenges as how you expand. Earth is a very unique environment. The fact there is such a level of amnesia here. This is a challenge for you, we understand, but you are able to handle this challenge because you wouldn't be here otherwise. Some people chose to not remember to their full degree of who they are, and that is okay. There is no wrong in this. But they are here because they are also masters, even though you don't see them as masters. These beings who chose not to fully remember their conscious awareness, they are assisting you in your remembering, but you maybe do not realize they are playing a important role in your life for expansion. They are great masters. They come here with great love, with great knowledge, with great understanding, but they are just not conscious of it. They are playing such an important role. If you can see the love, if you can see who they truly are, you will pick up on this. You will see intricacies and nuances, knowing that unconsciously they know they are advanced and they are assisting you. This is why we ask you not to judge, because there's more that you cannot see here. All the beings on the planet are advanced and playing certain roles for your evolution. If you are conscious of your journey, if you chose to remember, then all these beings and situations are helping you to involve not yourself, but also the world. The collective consciousness is also expanding, but you are doing it on an individual level. And in time, it will affect the collective consciousness. And when this happens, there will be no separation. What is occurring here connects all that is. There is no separation from this earth to the next universe, next dimension. It is all connected. We ask you to focus in the present, in your life right now. This is where your power lies.
Okay. This is right up your alley. How did you radiate compassion for all, even in the face of atrocities? And I think you were answering that, showing that there's much going on.
I had insight. I had these teachings. I knew, although I did not see the bigger picture at the time, in my experience on earth, I was able to see that there is a higher picture, even though I didn't know the full picture at the time. I knew there was a higher purpose. And the beings that do wrong, can be conceived as doing wrong, they were there for a higher purpose to help in my evolution, help in the evolution of all that is. They were important pieces of the puzzle, whether you perceive them as wrong or right, because I understood higher truth. I understood I was not my body, only my body within the illusion. It can be as simple as that, just a knowing that you are not trapped, knowing that you're not confined, and that you are not disempowered. It is only the stories that you place in the dream that allows that to happen, to allow that perceived reality to occur. Seeing all beings in love. You may see these atrocities throughout your timelines, but this is because you're viewing it in a dualistic way, seeing things in a form of separation, wrong and right. These beings are not separate from you, just in your illusion. They all have important roles to play. If it does not affect you personally, then they are assisting and doing important roles for others. What's happening outside of your reality is occurring for other higher reasons. Only focus what's occurring in your reality, in your illusion. If it enters your stories, then it's for you for a reason. And we know you've been conditioned to see certain actions of others as wrong. In the dream, it can be perceived as wrong. But you are more than this. You are transcending out of this. All of you. These are stories of the old. It is time to embrace higher truths, higher dimensions, becoming more of one that all that is, seeing through this. Practicing compassion and forgiveness. Their human self does not know what is occurring, but their higher self does. Trust that the higher self knows what it's doing and doing a certain role. You don't have to know what that is if it doesn't relate to you. If it does relate to you, start with that knowing. With that knowing, you can release the fears that is attached. You can reduce your limiting beliefs to that of higher truths. And by going within, you'll be able to see the lesson. It is always there.
Thank you. Yeshua, did angels appear to you physically?
Through my expansion, through my enlightenment, I was able to see the projections of the oneness, which you call angels and other beings. This assisted in my validation of my power, of my oneness. I was able to invoke these beings within me, just like this channel is doing. But with time it got to my enlightenment, and I became one with all that is, on the physical plane, in the illusion, but also out of the illusion. I was the angel. I was the Ascended Master. I was God, because I was all that is, and all is one. Certain beings will be projected to you, will communicate with you due to your belief systems and your missions. If you have more resonance with other beings, they will come forth. Angels do not have to come forth. Beings of the light do not just have to come forth in apparitions. Some of you in your belief systems, this might freak you out. You are not ready for it, so it does not occur. Instead, you have animals, you have human beings being the angel, being the Ascended Master in your life. They do some act for you. They give you some advice. They are your angel. Infinite intelligence is moving through them to assist you. All beings appear differently. This will allow you to know there is oneness, that all of us can be projected, not in apparitions, but also human beings to assist you. One is no more important than the other. Of course, projecting in the human, they have the human aspects to it. But some of you are more comfortable. Some of you will see the lessons, see the knowledge more readily if it comes from a human. So look in your life. Look at the people around you. Are they angels in your life? Are they Ascended Masters in your life? Are they the ETs in your life? If your vibration is at a point that you're ready, this information will come to you regardless, whether it's through a human or through an apparition, through a voice, because there is just but oneness. To be aware, not just see us coming through in this channeling method or us coming through in apparitions as the highest and best way. Some of us move through other humans. Be aware, be in the present moment. If you're not in the present moment, you will not notice. You will see them in their human form and think they are flawed. Once you're tuned to the oneness, to the vibration, you will be able to pick up these actions as divine will. You will start to see there is no separation here. You are all divine.
Thank you, Yeshua. What was your connection to ancient Egyptian religious practice and forms of knowledge?
throughout all your timelines, there was much knowledge. In the civilization, the timelines of which you call Egypt, there was much knowledge that came forth to assist in the expansion of all that is. It wasn't just Egypt, but all different civilizations. Due to the time frames, due to missions that involved the ascension of humanity, certain knowledge and information came out at certain points in your timelines for high reasons. You do not need to know this knowledge. Just trust that it occurred in its divine time to assist all of you, as well as yourself, to be where you are today. What you call ancient Egypt, there was much knowledge from the galactic realms. In Egypt, many of the beings in Egypt came from other worlds to assist in the evolution of humanity. This knowledge was there. Other beings of heightened vibration were able to access this information, not just myself. We had the abilities to access it, even if we were not located nearby. These knowledge, these teachings, much esoteric knowledge in your terminology, knowledge of the galactic worlds, the workings of ascension, have come through the timelines. Atlantis to Egypt and beyond. This knowledge assisted us in alchemic processes. It assisted us on our expansion. It assisted us on our rememberings of who we are. So it is all. It was not a magic pill, but being there you would take and all of a sudden you're enlightened. It is the same in your civilization. It was there for a reason, for the timeline in your lifetime continuum was needed for much of this knowledge to come out at that particular time. Such is what is occurring in your civilization. Can't you see what's occurring now is even more grand than Egypt? You are looking back on time periods or timelines as grand, as powerful. But can't you see what is occurring now is more powerful than any civilization that is occurring? It is the Great Awakening. There's never been a time in evolution where you can all be one. In all these great civilizations, you see them as full of mystic powers and connections, but they were still entrenched in dualistic notions. They had certain, we would say, understandings to assist them. But where you are today is much more evolved than your lives in Egypt or in Atlantis or other great civilization. These teachings, yes, are within you. Everything happens in all the civilizations and all your timelines for a reason, and you are here for a reason. This is the Great Awakening. It is now in your time period. It is happening. Oneness will occur. You are in the process. This is coming forth on the earth plane. Dualistic notions becoming transcended into oneness. Yes, teachings that we learnt in Egypt and other civilizations allowed our ego, allowed our brain to conceptualize what is occurring. Did come through lots of information, but it was information at the time to assist in that time period. In our state of human evolution was not at the level collectively as it is now. So it's why we needed a lot of this information and practical tools to assist in our evolution at the time, like you can see in Atlantis. But all this information, knowledge is now within you and within all of the oneness. Many teachers came through in the time of Egypt to assist in the human evolution. It was needed for that time. It was a great time of expansion, like it is occurring now. Can't you see? You do not have to go back in Egypt, because all that knowledge and information is already within you in the present. You are more evolved than you were in Egypt, and all of those who've lived lives in Egypt were there for a reason, to bring forth this knowledge forth in this timeline. How exciting it is that you are going through this great time of awakening, though many of you are not seeing it, as your society is not reflecting this at this moment. But in the higher truths, many of you know this. You are here because you are advanced. All that knowledge is within you to be ready to be awakened, to be remembered. You do not have to explore the past to remember these abilities, because it's already within you. When it is ready, when you're at the vibration aligned to your life mission here, it will be awakened if you're meant to explore it here in this timeline. It's about being in the present moment, one step at a time, with divine will, with divine time, divine purpose. It'll all align up and you will know. You'll be one.
Thank you, Yeshua.
It is our pleasure. This is why we're here. We are here to assist you on this journey and about unlearning conditioning. Throughout your society, you've been disempowered. Your life here, you see it as limiting. You see it as lesser than. You see society as lesser than grand civilizations of the past. You hear the stories, you do the research. We understand there's much fascination, technologies, but it was needed at that time for the evolution of that time. There were higher reasons to this which you cannot conceive, but just know it all plays a part in where you are now in this time continuum. These great civilizations is what is occurring now on Earth. It was a time of great awakening in Egypt, in Atlantis, and it is occurring now. These teachings, yes, can assist you, but to be brought forth in the present. If it's your life mission, if it's aligned to bring forth that information, then it will occur. But in the knowing that the information you bring from these civilizations is to be brought forth in the present moment. To know that all is one. To know that this society, and to know that no beings are lesser than. To know that you're even more advanced and evolved than you were in these timelines. All this knowledge is within you. Sometimes it's hard to be in the present moment. You want to know all these magical practices, alchemic practices, this knowledge straight away. taking a pill and all of a sudden you are enlightened. It does not work that way. You can have all the knowledge in the world, all the tools to assist you in enlightenment. But if you do not work on your fears and limiting beliefs, you will not expand. It may assist your ego. It may assist you in accordance to your belief systems. However, to fully expand, to really uncover your life missions, to really go through the great remembering and activating all these abilities, about being in the present moment. All the information is there in the present moment. Egypt serves its purpose. You don't have to revisit it. That knowledge is not lost. And this is why many of you seek out to go into these great civilizations, to bring forth this great advancement of knowledge and technology. Because in your belief systems, you feel, you believe that this information is lost. So you have to delve into these civilizations to attain this knowledge and information. But this information is already within you in the present. If you have lived your lives there, it is within your Akashic. It is there within you. If you are meant to explore this in this time continuum, on the earth plane, then you uncover this knowledge. An example would be this channel sitting right here. Fairly recently, she was able to bring forth sound alchemy without any knowings, any prior teachings. There was no research. There was not even much knowing about it. And all of a sudden, it was brought forth. It was powerful. And that's how it happens. When you're ready, abilities will be activated. And it might be fun to research the origins of these abilities. We understand this. But just keep the focus in the present. Keep the intention to give you understanding. But do not put the power in the past. Do not place that you knew more in the past. Because all those lives that you are living and have lived, all that knowledge, all that information is not lost. It is within. And if you are meant to know more information about your abilities, about the origins, you will be led one step at a time. You will be led to look at a certain article. You'll be led to listen to a certain channel. You'll be led. It's hard to pick up this awareness if you're not in the present moment. This is why we say how important the present moment is. You can relax. You do not have to do anything. You do not have to research anything. Should. You do not have to should anything. Relax in the present moment. Enjoy your environment. Enjoy the dream. Because it's meant to be enjoyed, but just know there's higher truths. You're meant to enjoy both. You are not meant to suppress the dream and just seek higher truth and live in your human self, not in a joyous life. You're meant to live in a joyous life in both. Embrace the dream. You are here to live the dream in the reality, in joy, in searching for higher truth, in being in higher truth. Being in both, being in the dream, but also in the awareness of oneness. This is ultimate oneness. This is ultimate living on the earth plane. With so much joy to be experienced here that surpasses anything that can be experienced in non-physical. Enjoy. You expand through joy and love. Joy is a vibration based in love. You are here to have the human experience, but also have the higher truth that the human experience is the illusion, is the dream, and that is okay. Once you have the awareness, you are free. You are free to play in the dream. You are free to create, free to experience all that you are in oneness, but also as the human. Many of you are experiencing these transitions as difficult. But it is not difficult. It is just about going within. All is there. All is within. Thank you. We love you dearly. Is there any more questions before we finish here today?
No, that's it.
We love you immensely. And our furry friend.
I love We love you, Yeshua.
And you asking the questions, you know how much we love you. And all of you watching, it's not by accident you are here. You are love. You are all that is. Be one with all that is by being one with who you are. Transcending the fears and limiting beliefs within you. That allows you to be kept in the dream without the high truth. We love you. Farewell. I'm back. How did you find that, Isabel?
It was very nice. I always love speaking with Yeshua. How was it for you? Were you present?
It's beautiful. Not really present with all the information that came out, as I'm still in the background a little bit, but I have no control over what the words are being said. So sometimes I have conscious awareness of what's coming out, but I have no control over it. But the feeling is wonderful. It's very peaceful and loving, and yeah, looking forward to hearing it back. Obviously, because when I trance channel, I'm not conscious, even though sometimes I'm in the background. It appears that certain beings, they bring me forth at certain times so I can hear it. So a lot of it I don't remember. Bits of it I have a vague idea, but yeah, I'll have to watch it back. It's how it happens with the trance channelings. Cool. Was there anything particularly in this session that stood out to you or that was powerful for you?
Oh, Lakishma was saying this, or was it Isis? I think Isis. Our abilities will appear without us doing anything. When we're ready, and if it's meant to be for our highest good or divine purpose or our mission, however you want to describe it, it'll just appear. sort of like you're singing. You didn't really look into sound alchemy or how to do it or how to practice or took a class on it. It just appeared. And so you were meant to do it for your divine purpose. And I think Yeshua was just trying to tell us to be patient, that if you're meant to see angels in person for your highest good, you'll see angels. If you're not meant to see angels, you're not meant to see angels. But it is around your beliefs, because things is around your beliefs. But at the same time, it was just like, just, you know, be in the present moment, but like kind of like relax. It's okay. You know, process your fear, look at your limiting beliefs. Everything's unfolding.
Good.
So.
Excellent. Yes, it's I tell you what, it's so much free not to kind of, you know, think like you should be doing something like, oh, because I'm going on my spiritual path, I have to research this, I have to read this, I have to watch that. It's so much freer just to be in the present moment. And, you know,
Yes.
and it gives you validation. You're meant to do this as well. Like, with, for instance, like the channeling, it resonated with me, but I never went to be a channel. I never thought, oh, I want to be a channel. It just happened to me. The same with the sound alchemy, it just happened, you know, and it's so much freer that way because you're just being in the present moment, and that's, you know, that's how it works. Anyway,
yes.
Thank you for being here, Isabel, and thank you for those sending in questions, and thank you all for watching. If you want to join in for these trance channelings and other exclusive content, you can find us on www.patreon.com/Beings of the Light with Kimberley. And also don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any channelings, and join our Facebook group, and we also have a Facebook page. Okay, everybody, well, thank you, and until next time, I love you, Isabel, and everyone that is watching. Okay, everybody, thank you all for watching. Thank you again, Isabel, and until next time, see you later.
Bye.